Alright guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We're still throwing our darks, carrying our shadows out through here. We've got to make this is going to be a dark picture that we're going to bring light into. But it's nighttime on the river. We got to have these darks. I'm grabbing a bunch more ultramarine blue, some more burnt umber. See how that works? A little bit of crimson, put it in there. It just adds color. And we'll just have some a little bit different colors. See, that boat's going to be sitting on the water. There we go. Bring that bow up just a little. There we go. Just a little bit like that. You know what? It's going to cast a reflection in the water too. Kind of going to draw that boat backwards. Back here in the back. So we've got to have that kind of a reflection there. That boat's sitting there on the water. So we've got to have kind of cut that in there a little bit. So we're doing a little bit of shadow drawing here. This might be there, might not. I'll tell you what, we got to work on his hat a little bit. Let's get that hat coming around, dropping off. There we go, casting a shadow back there like that. The back side of the hat, inside it right there. There we go. The dark under his sleeve there, coming up on his sleeve. He's casting a shadow across his back. Here's that pouch on his back. Let's kind of cut that in there. This is actually a whole different color when we get done. And we need that dark right between that horse and him. Let's get that some dark in there. We can't leave that light. That's his horse sitting there, looking out into the. That's Rufus. Nice to have friends, best friends. Cast a shadow there to separate the two. Let's get a little bit of shadow to give us the edge of a boat inside that boat. Carry it around like it's wrapping around them. Of course, we got to remember we got that horsetail coming out over there, coming down towards the water. That'll be a horsetail when we get done right there. His back's coming down. He's sitting there on that bench seat, right there. Got to keep kind of all this where we want things to be a little bit. We're just building shapes, building shapes. And so we can go back over, we can add colors, we can get the shapes of what we want that thing to be. Little reflections of them in the water there. Let's load this brush up. Let's get some of this. Ooh, that oar's in the water. So we got that oar coming out here. Okay, now we know where it's at. It's coming down here, and this part of it's in the water. The part that's in the water is going to be darker because it's down under the water. Bring a stroke through there. Bring it across. Shadow side of our fish here. He's down there towards the bottom a little bit. Cut some strokes in for the shape of the fish. We're just getting stuff on the canvas. Roll that brush for an eyeball. Okay, so we're kind of getting our fish on there. And the fish has the water coming right across him. See, he's just in there. That's a good shadow side for that block. Because even though it's underwater, you still got to have lights and darks. And it's sitting on that river bottom. Oh yes, that just sits down right there. Got little rocks down there on the river bottom. We'll have a shadow under that fish. So he's kind of casting his own shadow right there. Now he likes sitting on that river bottom. Got some big old rocks sitting here, and all that's under the water. Let's get this established back here again, our river edge. We're going to make the water, just kind of move it in here. This going edge down here, we've got to get some dark in here. Now where the trees grew up, the water's running down, the water lays flat. So we just kind of going to lay it in here. Even that block's going to cast a shadow, even on the bottom of the river down there. Don't be afraid to put them in there. You got a rock sitting here. Dark side of the rocks. Anybody ever skin dive before will tell you it's dark in the bottom of that Tennessee River. So we're just trying to get these shadows. So you can't do all them lights. That's why we got something to paint into. You got to have these darks. Grab some more blue and throw in there, and some more burnt umber. Let's get some more dark in here. There we go. Look at that. Look how that color. It kind of gives you the color. And I'm going to try to move my arm out of the way so y'all can see this. Rocks down there. I'm going to catch the dark side of those right there. There we go. Those rocks that are sitting on the river bottom. Bring those strokes around a little bit. fish, under that fish a little bit, because that's going to help make that fish stand out. Get that good dark right in here, like that. A little more dark right inside that. There. See, all the different colors all tend to help. This side's a little bit darker than the other. We'll just kind of make it a little bit darker where your rope comes across. We got to have shadows. You got to have shadows. There's our rope coming out to our block. I'm gonna catch that out there. When I have this dark, and grab a lot of water. Just generate some river here. See all the darks I did earlier? See, it's still there, aren't they? I can go across them. I'm covering my canvas, but I didn't lose my drawing. And see, that river bank's still there. Look at those runs over there. It's kind of wiped them down a little bit. Got to watch for that. So my river bank's still there, and I'm going to darken it right here where it's going out of the picture. And I'll catch some, like that tree that's growing up there. Let's get the reflection on the water. These trees are leaning out over the water. Let's carry them out here into the picture. See where they might be there. You have reflections. What we're seeing in the water on the ground, we're going to see out here. That's what makes the night so scary. Them shadows are reaching out where we're at. Old catfish on the river bottom down there. So we ain't afraid to do some of that. Get that in there. Got that in there. Now this is what painting is all about. See if we can come up with a nighttime painting. Get that horse mane back on there. I like that stroke. Gives it a look, kind of looks like horse mane. Keep that shadow between the two of them. See how it makes a pretty good shadow color. Back of this thing's going to be in the shadow. Goes over this way, gets a little bit darker. Because all this is a nighttime painting. So get the shape established good. Lose that into the woods. Lose those hard edges. So we just kind of lost that edge a little bit. Got to keep that smile on Freddie though. He likes to smile. He's a big smiler. Keep that on there. Got his shirt coming down here, shirt sleeve coming down. We kind of lost our fishing rod, but we know where it's at. We'll pick that back up. And a little bit dark right in here. Edge of that boat going down the river. Get some of that dark right over here. It helps us define the edge of that boat. Lose those hard strokes. A little bit of cast shadow there. Again, we've got them trees coming out here off that river bank. Branches going out everywhere. What we're seeing going there, just kind of carried out. I'll tell you what. I think we're about ready to do a little bit different kind of colors. Y'all come.